Evan Peters as Quicksilver in WandaVision, big boner energy. That's a boner with an H. That's his real name. Don't hit us with that one, YouTube. That's not on us. That's a Disney thing. They know the theories, they know the hashtags, but most of all, they know how to manipulate the memes. But for their new series, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I've got something they never think of. Something that would be on a complete other tier of iconic. Ladies and gentlemen, to you, I present the meme, Falcon Kick! Falcon Punch! Make him call it a Falcon Punch. Just have him say it once. Just once, Disney. Show me your moves. Hello, Internet. Welcome to Film Theory, the show where our national colors are red, white, and clickbait green. So let's say for a minute that you're Marvel. Congratulations on your boatloads of money. Oh, have yourself a problem. And Avengers 3 had your big bad throw a literal moon at people. And it wasn't even his finishing move. In the last major film, you mixed together a decade's worth of every character that has the potential to sell an action figure. You killed off the guy that started it all. So how do you top all of that? Well, if the two Disney Plus installments that kicked off this new phase are any indication, the strategy wasn't to go wider, it was to go deeper. Sure, WandaVision on the surface was a kooky offbeat riff on sitcom tropes, but underneath it was an emotionally devastating exploration of being trapped in your own personal prison of grief, trauma, and loss. And now, their newest installment, the Falcon, seems to be doing the same thing. What on the surface appeared to be a rollicking buddy cop action movie with two relatively overlooked faces from big team-ups is in actuality a series tackling the issues that come along with a superhero wearing a national flag as a costume. You know, like the fact that not everyone on the planet sees that flag and immediately thinks, oh hey, there's the good guy.
Stars and stripes. Old-fashioned.
Nothing quite like a Disney Plus series that covers all those family-friendly topics like geopolitics, national identity, the treatment of military veterans, racism, and what it actually means for a superhero to also be a symbol of a country. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to block so many uncles on Facebook now that new episodes of this are coming out. But true to its sister from another Mr. series, WandaVision, you can bet that this one is also gonna have its fair share of twists and turns. Meaning it's time for us to do what we did with Wanda and Friends, take a crack at breaking apart everything that's gonna happen in the show before episode 2 hits the airwaves. The streaming waves. It's all just the internet. These are all just glorified internet videos. We can agree with that, right? They are on the same status as this show. Suck it, Disney. But just because the metaphorical bright shiny object this time is politics doesn't mean that Marvel isn't going to throw in some diabolical twists and shocking reveals. And even though it's early in the series, there are definitely some clues out there that made us think that we might already have this one figured out. Or at least we're going to try. Okay, so the early setup for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier looks like this. Sam Wilson, aka the Falcon, starts the series off with an immediate twist. Despite Steve Rogers passing on the Captain America mantle to him during the conclusion of Endgame, Sam decides, yeah, you know what? Nah, hard pass. Instead, he decides to give the shield to the Smithsonian's Captain America exhibit.
We need new heroes, unsuited for the times we're in.
Hey, I will have you know that Chris Evans' biceps are timeless. Most ungrateful gift getter ever. Anyway, instead of donning the shield, Sam keeps busy in two ways. The first is helping his sister with her financially strapped business, where he comes to realize that there are some things that not even superheroes can overcome, like the bank. That's kind of a joke, but also not really.
Money has fighting around us.
I'm on your side.
It's hard to chance, but of course you'd say no that I could get us with your arms.
Are you serious?
Yeah, turns out the state of the universe doesn't pay all that well. Sam's storyline is rife with undercurrents about American racism, economic hardship, and it's a clear allegory for the unique difficulties faced by military veterans trying to return to normal society. I guess we could rule out Avengers 5 being called a subtlety war. When he's not battling lone officers, the Falcon's other preoccupation is helping friends in the U.S. Army seek answers about a new group of troublemakers calling themselves the Flag Smashers. This new group of villains wear black and red masks and claim to believe in a world without borders, stating that things were better during the blip.
Call them flag smashers. Is that a new thing? Bad guys give themselves a bad name. Basically, they think that the world was better during the blip.
Oh, also one of the Flag Smashers seems to have super soldier strength, but he's wearing a mask like the rest of them, so we can't see who it is yet. Uh-oh, who's that reveal gonna be? It seems like the show wants us to wonder if Bucky is being bad again and might not even know it himself, but since the internet didn't learn its lesson from WandaVision, people are already sure it must be Wolverine or Deadpool or
Fucking cunt!
some Mephisto hangers-on.
Mephisto.
Mephistos. I believe Mephisto is still coming. And to make everything just that much worse for Sam, the first ends with the shocking reveal that the government lied about a ring to retire the shield. Instead, they announced that they've selected their own new Captain America, and unlike the original, this one is not here to be a hero for everybody.
While we love heroes who put their lives on the line to defend Earth, we also need a hero to defend this country.
Oh, and Bucky's here too, for reasons, I guess. Honestly, he can't stop having nightmares that helpfully advance the plot. Also, his name's in the title of the show. So obviously, a lot is already going on, but even if it's not your literal job to dig through Kevin Feige's recycling bin for YouTube content, you can probably see why some people are going to be rage posting about the show's debut episode. In one episode, you've already introduced Bucky, a disabled vet struggling with PTSD, Sam confronting injustice of all forms while receiving the old thank you for your service, but not that much, one radical organization that's against the idea of nations, while the new Captain America is all about America first. I mean, I guess once your main character is literally wearing a country's flag as his uniform while he runs around punching people, whether you intend to or not, you're kind of telling a story tinged with political messaging. In fact, it's the whole reason the franchise exists in the first place. Marvel, back before they were called Marvel, put Captain America punching out Hitler on the cover of their first issue. What's such a big deal about that? Well, this was before the US had actually entered World War II, at a point when much of the country still didn't believe we should be involved. And prominent political voices like the America First movement said that we should leave those Nazis alone. Bad take, but it was a popular take at the time.
This is where it happened.
I got some fuel out here.
We gotta...
There's Captain America being like, no, I'm a flag punching him in comic book form. But now it's time to talk theories. In much the same way that a lot of fans who knew their Marvel lore were able to guess that WandaVision's Agnes wasn't really who she said she was before the show even started airing, it'll come as no surprise to learn that the smug-looking guy wearing the riot cop version of a Captain America suit will turn out to be one of the big bads of the series. Need proof? Well, what Falcon and the Winter Soldier seems to be pulling heaviest from is the works of the late Mark Gruenwald. Gruenwald wrote the Captain America series for 10 years, from 1985 to 1995, and was dedicated to using Captain America to explore real issues about patriotism, politics, and American values in a context that his mostly young readers could respond to. Gruenwald made it a point to create villains that would be specific to Captain America, as opposed to generic foes. As such, his Steve Rogers battled to make them both supervillains and real-world evils, like bigotry, militant groups, and political corruption. Also, Steve was a werewolf for a while. And all but Gruenwald's masterpiece was the 1987 Captain America No More, or just the Captain part, where Steve refuses to follow a government directive he disagrees with, and is officially stripped of the title of Captain America. He's replaced by his former rival, a man named John Walker. And, wouldn't you know it, but that just so happens to also be the name of the replacement captain in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. What do we know about this guy? In the comics, Walker starts as the character's super patriot.
Sup? Hi, how are you?
America. He's arrogant, he's a sellout, he's just...
Oh, I have to be okay now, chat.
He stages a fight against a group of fake extremist supporters of
You can join Party Public. When I get back, I'll go in creative. And put in a map.
Obnoxious as he is, he does have this iconic line of, ma'am, if Uncle Sam wanted me to be Mickey Mouse, I'd do it. Anyway, the TLDR of this guy is that he embodies the idea of corrupt patriotism. Patriotism taken to dangerous extremes, often resorting to using extreme force, even killing people with his bare hands. He's eventually booted from the Captain America title and adopts the name U.S. Agent, but his use as a symbol is...
I'll be back, chat.
they fucking long gonna build it? I don't care. It's not insane. When you can open up a bloody tent, you can say fuck.
Aww. How bet you they left? Oh, okay, anymore.